the day I came in here, I was brought in I had to have my daughter bring me because I couldn't drive. And my sister was here as well, and I was in terrible pain, couldn't move my head, could barely walk because my knees were one of my knees anyway was completely, I thought was gone. I've gone through the session with Dr. Parker, and I am totally amazed at the difference, because the first time I was here, my mental state wasn't even correct, because first of all, I didn't feel safe driving. And so that for me was a real biggie, because I just don't like depending on other people. So after visiting with Dr. Parker, he told me he thought he could help, and today I am back in my garden, and can't hardly wait for spring to really get here. And I'm driving everywhere, no problem. Walking everywhere, no problem. I just can't say enough about this, because in my world and the activities that I like to do, this is really just a miracle. Without him, I was looking at knee replacement, which had been suggested, and that, of course, now has been avoided and will be forever at this point. My movements are not restricted at all. I still have stiffness and soreness, of course, especially in the mornings when I get up. And then I get moving while everything kind of gets back together. But as far as, I just consider that coming here was one of the greatest things that I've ever done for myself, because now I'm totally independent and not dependent on anyone for anything, and for me that says everything.
Well, I've got a letter in the mail about a seminar for stem cell regeneration, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't think much about it. Finally, one day I was looking at it, and it was the day that the seminar was, and I was to the point where if I didn't get in the seminar, I was going to schedule a knee replacement that same day. But as it turned out, I got in the seminar, and it hadn't been anything but great. It's no surgery. I'm 1,000 times better than what it was. Pain-wise, I'm probably 70% back to, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago. So it's been a good deal for me, instead of having to get my knee cut out and replaced. The stem cell is worked for me. So I really don't know what else to say other than it's well worth the visit to come down here and talk to Dr. Parker and see what he has to say. He'll tell you whether it's worth it or not, if you're a good candidate or if you're not. So anyways, that's kind of my deal, and I highly recommend it, so at least give it a shot.